Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. My name is Timmy the Toy Town King, and we have another replay video for you guys today. I got a couple of replays I want to show you guys, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content. But today we got two DPP replays and three Gen 7 replays. And if you're confused by the title, only one person probably knows what the title means if they see this video, but it'll be revealed sooner into the video. Well, yeah, we got the first DPP game against Aaron Boyer, so yeah, this is gonna be quite fun. Aaron Boyer, fun user, good guy. So yeah, we're gonna face him today in DPP, or we faced him in DPP. So yeah, here's a replay, and hope you guys enjoy. So I lead off with Glalie, and he reads off with Paragli. He U-turns me there, and I was expecting a fake out, but I was just like, let me just go boom, and that crits Matang, and yeah, crits Matang, and he dies. So I bring out Sneasel, and he brings out Paragli again, and I'm forced to swap out so I don't take too much damage from a fake out. So I bring in Wrath. He goes for U-turn, doesn't do too much, and he brings out Pelipper, but I go for the focus miss, and it actually does a decent chunk to Pelipper, surprisingly. So I swap out there, dead matchup, so I go into Mach and he U-turns. Again, not doing too much damage, and he brings out Paragli again. So this one's doing a bit of work for him. So he crits me there, and Mach almost dies. But I land Gunk Shot, and Paragli dies. So that's pretty nice. Mach is quite low right now, which is a shame. So I just go for Shadow Sneak, get a crit, try and deal as much damage as I can to Pelipper before I go down. A lot of crits this game. So I bring in Sneeze and go for a Swords Dance, and he goes for Roost, and yeah, this thing's not gonna like an Ice Punch. So yeah, that's a 2-hit KO on the Pelipper, and he goes for U-turn, which doesn't bring me below half, which is quite nice. So he brings out Raticate here, and it just dies to an Ice Shard, which I honestly wasn't expecting, but it just died. So he brings out Blossom, and yeah, Sneasel's just putting in the work here. +2 Sneasel on DPP does too much. Go for Ice Shard, and he crits there. Don't know if Zangoose would have lived that, but yeah, so yeah, Aaron Boy had to forfeit there. Well, it was a good game. Sneasel, unprepared, like in DPP, Sneasel is actually so solid. Such a good speed tier. Actually has good dual stab, and once it's at a +2, not much can actually stop it because of its speed tier. But obviously, faster Scarf Mons can stop it, but Priority Ice Shard does a lot of damage. Yeah, by the way, guys, Icicle Crash does exist, so Ice Punch is the best stab move you got. So yeah, can't blame that. But on to the next one. I was on DPPP ladder. It's Ruins of Alpha monthly metagame, all gens metagame, and PU Gen 4 was included. So I was happy to see that. So I hopped on ladder. To be honest, not too many people are actually on the ladder playing, so it took me a while to actually find this game. But we're facing this guy, Rolf Malvro. Yeah, just this guy. I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name, but yeah, we're facing him. So I have the Electabuzz lead, and he leads Carnivine. So I go for Ice Punch to kill Carnivine, and I get the freeze hacks, which yeah, DPP is quite a hacksy tier, but yeah, Carnivine doesn't do anything there, doesn't hit me with anything. So yeah, Carnivine's down. So he brings out Rhydon, HP Grass, and I was just like, here, none of these people on this ladder are gonna run Rindo Berry just because they don't play the tier enough to know that everything runs hidden Power Grass, and Rhydon just drops that. So yeah, I was assuming this guy was running Rindo Berry anyway, so I was just like, let me just stay in and kill it with hidden Power Grass. So Rhydon's down as well. He brings out Muck, and I bring in my own Rhydon. I want to actually keep Hitmon. I said Hitmon. Electabuzz safe. So he swaps out Muck and brings in Poliwrath, and obviously I don't want to stay in, so I bring out my own Poliwrath and Immune because of Water Absorb. So he brings in Kecleon, and you don't see this mon every day in DPP, which is quite nice to see, to be honest. So, and I'm Focus Miss, and that 2-hit kills Kecleon, and he sets up the Stealth Rock. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Focus Miss misses again, and I'm not surprised, and he goes for the Recover there, which is annoying. But I go for another Focus Miss, not doing too much damage because of color change. Protein doesn't exist, but color change is there. So I bring in Rhydon now because I'm like, this thing's not going to survive too much. And he misses the Toxic, which is quite unlucky for him. So he brings out Poliwrath again, and I just go for Earthquake to try and chip this thing because there's no point of me going to SD if that's his switching. So I bring in Victory Bell, and he actually goes for Psych, and I'm like, there's no way this guy knew that I had Victory Bell somewhere. So yeah, I go for Leaf Blade, and that crits Mark again. High crit ratio again. DVP is a hacksy generation Gen 4. So I bring out Mischievous, and he brings out Kadabra, and I was like, this is quite a nice matchup for me. So he goes for Kecleon. I should have expected that and gone for like a nasty plot or something, but oh well. I go for Taunt, and he actually goes for Toxic, which I expected him to go for. So he swaps out into Mark, and I set up a nasty plot there, which is quite nice. So this thing's gonna hit really hard. +2 Shadow Ball almost kills Mark, so you know that's max per death. That's the only way it could have survived. Yeah, I take the poison jab quite well, and yeah, I just go for T-Bolt just in case he brings out Kecleon or something. So yeah, Scarf miss. I said Scarf. Freaking, he goes into Kadabra, and I just drop there. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I bring out Rhydon, and he's running Energy Ball, but unfortunately, since I was not at full HP, I don't take that attack well at all. So I bring in Victory Bell, and he probably expected a Sucker Punch or something. Yeah, so that's why he swapped out. So I went for Leaf Blade against Kecleon, and that 2-KOs it quite well. And he just decides to take me out with Frustration. So here I'm just like, this is annoying me. So I bring out Electabuzz, and I go for Ice Punch here. And Kecleon is down, so yeah, that's pretty nice. So his only mons left are Poliwrath and Kadabra. I won the speed tie, which really would have been bad if I lost the speed tie. But yeah, I just win there because I just take out his Poliwrath. Electabuzz, the S-class mon in DPP. This mon just does so much damage and has a really good speed tier. If anyone wants to get into DPP, consider Electabuzz on all of your teams because it's just too good. But now onto the Gen 7 battles. Yeah, just onto the Gen 7 battle. So I was in a tour on the weekend, and there was this guy, Sadly player. He had a monograss team. I was just like, why not just C team this guy? And yeah, I actually tried to make a C team around this because I knew I was facing him in finals. I was like, why not? I want to see what type of C team I can have, and it was fun. I was like, Combuskin can actually just 6-0 his entire team. So I was like, let me do Combuskin and then build some mons around it. And yeah, this is what it turned out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. So yeah, we're gonna get into this game now. So I lead off with Frostlass, and he leads off with Livani as I kind of expected. But unfortunately, I was not running Taunt on this Frostlass, so it doesn't matter anyways because he goes for knockoff. So no webs today, so that's the best thing. So Magic Coat, well played to him actually, because I could have actually set up spikes, but I don't. I just want that thing gone as soon as possible because if he didn't have Magic Coat, let's say he could have gone for webs, and my only has removal Scar Swanner, so I was like, no, I'm not having that. So yeah. No webs. He brings out Simi Sage, and I was not expecting this thing to be Scarf. So yeah, Scarf Simi Sage takes me out, and I bring in the big boy Combuskin, and I go for Protect because I don't know why I went for Protect. But yeah, I go for the Fire Z move now, and that just freaking nukes Lurantis. No way that was tanking that. But yeah, Combuskin is ready to sweep. So I go for this is physical Combuskin, so it pretty much just one shots everything with Flare Blitz. So yeah, it's SD Combuskin. At this speed tier, nothing. So I go for SD because Cradily just doesn't touch me. But Rockslide actually does decent damage. So I go for Sky Uppercut just not to take recoil damage, and Cradily drops as well. So quick game this because Combuskin just swept. I go for Sky Uppercut again, dead. And then Scar Simi Sage just gets outsped by max speed Combuskin. So yeah, Combuskin is quite dangerous once it's got SD and max speed because it pretty much just does so much damage. And let's say I didn't even waste my Z move, I'm nuking something with a Z move, which yeah, you can just easily win the game there. So that's the first Gen 7 battle. Now on to the next Gen 7 battle. We got a battle against our guy Phantom Furious. I was bringing this team, just my Lola / Aurora core team with, yeah, I think I've shown this team before, but yeah, we got it here today. And interesting team from our guy Phantom. You don't see Frost Rotom all the time, you don't see Turtonair all the time, and Floatzel can still function, but not a lot of people use it anymore. But yeah, let's switch sides. Always like being on this side. So he leads over Mesprit, and I lead off with Aurorus. Yeah, pretty nice. So I go for Blizzard and just chunk it because it's defensive Mesprit. No, not too many switch-ins. So I kill Mesprit here, but he does have the rocks up. I think I was running Rapid Spin on that set. But yeah, I swap out into Jellicent because I don't want to take a water attack. But he goes for low kick, and yeah, Jellicent's immune to that. So he brings out Eel here, and I go for Will-O-Wisp here because I'm a defensive Jellicent, not Specs. So I burn the Electros, doesn't mean anything because he's a Assault Vest special. So yeah, Volt Switch does a chunk to Jellicent, and he brings out Floatzel here. So he actually doubles out into Electros, and I was trying to burn his Floatzel, but he brings in Electros. So I bring in Chan here, and Chan doesn't take a Volt Switch too well, because again, it's not Assault Vest Chan. So I go for Mach Punch, try and chip the Floatzel as much as possible. It goes for Bulk Up, and I was like, this guy's getting too brave. So I go for another Mach Punch, and it just kills Floatzel, because Floatzel's frail as hell. But yeah, he brings out Eel here, and I was running Rapid Spin on this set, so yeah, I get rid of the rocks, which is quite nice. But he goes on to his own Hitmonchan, and at this point I'm like, let me bring out Mesprit, and he swaps out into Electros here, and I get to settle rocks. So that's going to chunk the Rotom and the Turt. So I go for Psychic here, and it does 29 to Eel, and he Volt Switches here and brings in Turtonair, and I'm like, this guy is going to start Shell Smashing, so I'm low-key afraid. Really afraid. So he goes for a Shell Smash as I expected, and he is not running White Herb, so yeah. He goes for Fire Blast, and that does not kill Aurorus, because Aurorus is a G. So I go for Blizzard, and that just chunks Turtonail because of the Spadef drop. So Aurorus did his job of taking out a potential threat. So he goes for Thunder Punch, probably expecting a Jellicent. That was probably his best play anyways, to go for Thunder Punch. So I bring out Mesprit here, and he goes into Eel yet again, and I just Psychic, and the Electros is now dead. So now he's only 2 Mons left, are Hitmonchan and Rotom Frost. So here, he goes for Blizzard, and obviously I'm helping his Blizzard out here because, yeah, Hail. And he actually defogs here by bringing Jellicent. So he just takes out Jellicent, and at this point, I can just bring in Doudrou and just mash work. So I go for Brave Bird there, is enough to kill it. And then Hitmonchan's left, so obviously I went for Brave Bird, and that kills, obviously. And he actually says that he had Sub Punch Chan, which is quite an interesting set to see. I've seen it work before. It's a fun set. It's a fun set. But now onto the highlight replay of today's video. We got the Go Gadget Ditto time. Shout out to ShuckleDeath for giving me such an amazing team. We have Ditto, the MVP of the team. Ditto, able to transform into any Pokemon, any set, any EVs. And then we have Aggron, Mashana, great Wincon, underrated Mon. It does struggle now, but if you don't have a Dark type, then it's just GG. Quagsire, Persian Lowland, and Hitmonchan. So yeah, I'm gonna try and win this game. You'll see whether I won or not. But yeah, swap sides again. We're facing the Guava Lord, and he actually put up a really good fight. This battle was amazing. So I start with Aggron, and he leads over with Togen and Maru, and he goes for Nuzzle, paralyzing me. So I go for Heavy Slam here, expecting like a swap out or something. But yeah, Heavy Slam does nothing to Togen and Maru, and he actually shows Super Fang. So I was like, let me get on my rocks. He goes for Iron Head. Gets the flinch. Power flinch really sucks, so I can either get 1 or 2. But he goes for that, and then I go for Head Smash, and I almost killed the Toge, but unfortunately I did not kill it. So I bring a Hitmonchan here, and I go for Mach Punch, just disposing of the Toge. Now Iron Barbs hurts me there a bit. So he brings out Claydol now, and I'm just like, let me just bring out Quagsire, and he goes for Rapid Spin, so no rocks today, unfortunately. So yeah, he Toxics me here, and I start setting up Curse, because this is a Curse Quagsire set, which is quite fun to use if it gets up stuff. So Throw is probably one of the most annoying ones in this game. Yeah, Throw does a lot of work, and Guts Storm Throw just does a chunk to me. Doesn't matter about my defense boost. This thing can actually do good damage. So I swap out into Mashana here, and he goes for another Storm Throw, dealing 21 to me. So, and Toxic is whittling down the throw. So he goes for Rest here and reveals Rest. And this is my time to set up Calm Mind, because I am not afraid of throwing the slightest. So he brings out Claydol, and I go for another Calm Mind. And he does land the Toxic here, but Synchronize activates, and Claydol gets Toxic as well. I go for another Calm Mind, because again, Claydol can't touch me at all. And then I go for Heal Bell, which just gets rid of my poison. And he brings out Drifblim here, which is Flare Boost Drifblim. But he tricks me, and I get a Flame Orb, and I get a Cobra Berry. And Drifblim died. So he took my Cobra Berry, but there's no Dark types here, so it's fine. So he brings out his Regigigas, and I go for Psychic 2Q in it. So Regigigas can actually be tanky. He may have one of the worst abilities in the game, but it can tank some stuff. So I go for Moonlight here just to heal up a bit, and he goes for Knockoff, and I take 28 from that, surprisingly, from a slow start Regigigas as well. So he goes for another sub, and I'm just like, here, I'm not gonna deal with this right now. So I go for psychic, break the sub again, and he goes for return. And actually, just I keep getting whittled down by burn, which really sucks. So I go for moonlight here because I was like, you can't sell for another sub. So he's at 22% now, and slow start has now ended, which is quite bad because he's doing more damage to me, and that actually beats me. So Regigigas takes out my Mashana, which is quite annoying. He brings out Muck here, and I bring out Persian Alolan, and I go for the Z parting shot. I need to get Quagsire in because that's my next win con. So yeah, he goes for poison jab there, does 20, and I get poisoned. So yeah, it's quite nice. Very, very nice. But he brings out Throw here, and I go for Curse now. I start trying to set up with Quagsire to win the game. Well, obviously this Throw is annoying because Guts, Vital, Throw does so much damage. So you get Sleep Talk Rest, which is what I really need because I don't want Quagsire to get hit by any damage. But he goes for Sleep Talk Rest again and actually lands the knockoff, which gets rid of my lefties. So I go for Earthquake here, and that 3 kills Throw. So Throw is still such a tanky boy. And he wakes up and he goes for Rest again. So I was like, he's most likely going to go for Rest this turn. So I am like, let me just recover. Even though it's not toxic poison, which I clocked during the game, which is quite nice. So yeah, I'm still 3-KOing Throw at +2. So he gets Sleep Talk Rest again, which is quite nice for me. So I go for another one, and Throw is almost dead here. But he wakes up this turn and actually clicks Rest yet again. So I was like, probably recover this turn. Yeah, I recovered this turn. So yeah, I was at +2, and I was like, this part of the game is getting a bit not really stally, but yeah, it's just dragging out a bit. So I go for another Curse, and he gets Sleep Talk Storm Throw, which is quite annoying, which actually does a lot of damage to me, and he's gonna wake up next turn and kill me. So I wasn't expecting him to get Storm Throw, Sleep Talk. So yeah, Throw takes out my thing, and it's quite a tight situation right now, actually. So I bring out my Ditto here, and I go for Storm Throw against Throw. Too many throws. Yeah, and he goes for Storm Throw, and that kills me. So I go for another Storm Throw, and he goes for Storm Throw, and yeah, that's quite nice. So I lived that one, and he brings out Muck. So I went for Storm Throw, and yeah, doesn't do too much to Muck. And I actually stayed in here, and he just killed my Ditto here. So I only have Persian and Hitmonchan. It's not looking too good because he has 3 Mons, and I can't do too much to them. So I actually get 3 killed by Muck. So I was like, that boy is defo banded. It has to be. But yeah, he brings out Throw, and I was like, let me taunt him here because I don't want him resting. So yeah, that's quite nice. I go for Foul Play. Actually do a decent chunk, 20, but Storm Throw takes out Persian here. So my last mon's Hitmonchan. This is offensive Hitmonchan. So I go for Drain Punch, and that takes out Throw. So this Mon really fucked up on the side. So this game is pretty close. I was like, I've lost this. So I Mach Punched. Don't know why I Mach Punched. I still don't know why to this day I don't Mach Punch. But he Toxics me there. So I go for Drain Punch, and that's actually doing 24 to Claydol. And he goes for Psychic, which 3 kills me. So AV-chan coming in quite handy here. So it's basically down to these last Mons. And Drain Punch is still doing consistent damage, and I'm healing damage. So yeah, no spread death drops, and that's quite good. So Toxic wears us down, and I win the game there. Quite a close game, and I choked quite hard there with Mashan and Quagsire for a bit. But yeah, I managed to beat Guava Lord, and he put up a good fight, actually. Shout out again for Shuckle for giving me the Ditto squad, man. It's actually quite solid. Go Gadget Ditto time. So yeah, I kept this team because it's quite fun. But yeah, that's it for the replays today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you guys did enjoy this video, and subscribe to the channel for more PU content. More replays will be coming if I can find some. More Gen 4 and more Gen 7 will be nice as well. And also for the PU Classic tour, I'll be uploading my match. So yeah, yeah, for Gen 5 I'm facing TAC. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, again guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.